everybody, and welcome to another episode of Peepaw's Garage. My name's David. Thanks for joining in with us. Now, we have 4 videos out of our Mustang already, so part 1 through 4, okay? But we are in the home stretch of finishing up the car, so this is going to be part 1 of 2 of the finale. Sort of like an Avengers Endgame, so to speak, right? They had a few of the Avengers games, or the Avengers movies prior, but then you had part 1 and 2, or maybe even a Harry Potter thing if you're into that whole Harry Potter thing. So today we got a little bit of the stuff to clean up on the underside just to finish up before paint, and we put in a little bonus footage of a certain interior item too as well. So you can expect on the second episode, part 2 of 2, after this one, to be all the paint and then just the complete assembly of the rest of the vehicle. And that'll be it. So thank you guys so much for joining with us. Give us a thumbs up and a like. Consider dropping a comment down below and subbing to the channel. You know, that would really help us out a lot. Thanks so much. We've been working on this all year long. I reckon what? It's been the past 4-5 months? Yeah?
Probably cleaning on it.
Yeah, just cleaning.
No,
Well, it hasn't been straight. No, I mean, we weren't able to, otherwise we weren't able to finish the gas pump and get other projects and things done. Excuse me. But as you can see, she's in need of some TLC back here. So we're going to get her all cleaned up and give her the love she deserves. How many of them cap nuts we have to take off?
3, 6, 10. Looks like.
Yeah, a few had to take off there, huh? So that's good. I mean, we don't need to get, much more in there, right? Yeah, okay. And then clean off this rust. Are you going to be putting that rust eater on the back of this too? Okay. I mean, it only makes sense, right? Stuck on there, huh?
Yep. A little bit.
Yeah. A little bit of gasket, yeah. Double-sided something, or maybe it's just, yeah, over the years. Sometimes I can be a bit of a stickler for bolts hanging around.
Yeah, put those back in the bumper.
I've had bad experiences just kind of thinking, oh well, they'll be fine, and stuff gets kicked around and things get lost, or maybe I lose time putting together something on the vehicle because, my idiot brain didn't think to put these where they go or put them in a designated spot. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to get these cleaned up. These back bumper bracket supports right here, okay? So we figure, hey, it's one bolt, out and done, right? It's not that easy. What's going on? I mean, not that I can see. Success!
Deep in there. Yeah, see the frame's still, it's just surface rust.
Yep, we're good. we have to come up with a way to get these 12-ton jack stands to get to the back side of this plate here, to get the rest of this rust, this big old puppy. But we have this supporting the weight of the vehicle now. We have these smaller, little 1 ton, 2 ton, 6 ton jack stands in the back. But then we resorted to this, a little more safety, I suppose.
For the height.
Yeah, and the height allowed us to be able to come down here and start grinding all this stuff away without completely wrecking our tailbones and our backs. So it was much appreciated. Big old Great Dane.
Here
and just putting the jack stands underneath the air and
just the jack stand right here up against this,
and it'll be out of the way. Okay. There we go. All right, do you need the, am I on the channel locks?
I want to let it bleed down on its own.
Oh, okay. You want to just let it down, get it out of the way, and...
Or the way it's when you do it or whatever, and it's just...
Oh, it still does it even with the channel locks on there?
It seems to.
Okay. Break from grinding. All right, we finally are at a point where we can start applying the rust converter. Let's take a look at what we've got here. Yeah. Now this rust converter, what does it do exactly?
Stabilizes any rust.
Okay.
That's why we're just putting it in the seams.
Right. Yeah, well, most of that rust we took care of on the surface was...
All the rust we can't get to.
Yeah. And after this step, what's our next thing that we're gonna do after it's dried and...
We'll wipe it all down.
Okay.
And we will prep the area, get the car masked off, get it ready to primer.
Okay. Now there's no need for seam sealer or anything like that anymore? Or?
Well, I've rethought about putting seam sealer on everything.
Okay.
Because of if it has any kind of hole, once water gets in, it's going to be harder to get out.
I see. Okay.
Because I thought about seam sealing every seam.
What about at least some of them?
It applies the same.
Okay.
If we seal it off anything but 100%, it's going to cause a problem.
Now there's still evidence of seam sealer all from the factory, right?
Right. And
Okay.
we left that.
Yeah. Okay. Oh man, my back. Oh, she's pissed. Do we have stuff to mask all this off right now, or do we need to go get it?
No, we ain't got much.
But it's enough to cover everything we need?
Probably not. We're probably gonna need some supplies.
Okay. Oh man. Oh jeez. Yeah. Oh, that feels pretty good to stretch it. Kind of looks like a bunch of permanent marker or like a paint pen. If you see there, that's where all of it has been applied. A little bit of drips there. And we will be cleaning the rest of this off. It's already later in the day, so what we're gonna be doing now is waiting for this to dry completely. Here, bumper, the wedge, I call it, from the top of the frame there down to the differential. It's one of the bumpers there. Exhaust hanger, 4 parts, all original parts, perhaps, I suppose. Cleaned up, and it looks great. I mean, it looks practically brand new. The rubber ain't cracked. Everything's great. These are for the cables for the parking brake that go to the back. Now, I don't know what these are called, these cam pieces. I mean, they kind of look like an eye, right? Yoo-hoo. I guess depending on which way you do it, right? Cat's eye, normal eye.
Not lining up the best there.
So this crack,
We got a few cracks in them.
yeah,
So
yeah.
we're getting them lined up, and then we're going to put a little bit of super glue there to help hold them together, so that we don't have to spend the money on new ones of these right now.
Well, the carpet on the other side of this is
Yeah, you can't tell.
Great.
If we can get this to glue up good,
yeah,
you can't see it from the other side.
no.
So I don't even know if you can even get these anymore. So we're gonna try and save these before they get too bad, before
Right.
they completely break in half.
Yeah, I mean, I was so amazed when we went in the back of that trunk. And if anybody watched the first video, you'll know when we pulled these out, they were, I mean, look at that. The trunk's not all worn. I mean, this was it wasn't an SCP car, but
SSP.
SSP.
No.
But I believe a law enforcement guy did use it, maybe as personal or something.
It was used by a cop. I don't know how extensive, but
Right.
it did have these. Well, actually, it still got the scanner mounted in it, and it did have the
CB
in
and
it, and
yeah.
that got taken out.
Okay. Some of that drain a little bit, or that beat off. Was that
Yeah, it's running right there.
a little running?
But I've got it sitting like this because it's putting pressure here and helping to close the gap.
Right. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, right there, baby. Looks great. Yep. Good stuff here. Huh? Here's a small one. Here's a little plug. Plug.
Good in a textured silver, huh?
I think it looks great. That's that hammered, right? Is that the hammered silver we used, or?
I don't know. It was a type of textured silver.
Yeah.
You know what? I think we might leave that. The original one was like the gold cadmium plate.
Okay.
That'll look good up under there, though.
Right. Yeah, I think so. It's nice and clean, right?
Yeah, versus it was the heavy rust that was on it.
Also, check out the first video. That was the hammered right there. That was like a hammerite, right?
No, this was graphite.
Graphite. I thought that was like a hammerite graphite. Or whatever
that was silver. That was something else we sprayed.
So we used the same silver over here, right?
That and the same.
Is that the other piece?
This is the graphite also on the
Right, but the extra the other bumper, is that the other bumper?
No, that's the center bumper.
Ah,
When it hits against the pumpkin.
yeah. Well, we gotta find the other pieces now. Those pieces I showed you over there, that's one side. Now we gotta find the other side, wherever they are.
Yeah, kind of lost track of them.
Yeah, they gotta be somewhere in here. Have we pulled all this stuff out, or?
But we're gonna have to.
Okay.
I guess.
All right. Well, gotta do what we gotta do, because I don't believe we cleaned that other side either. That other side's just the first side you cleaned up.
Did they get put in, like, there was two separate you know what? I think there's a bag in the back that's got brake parts in it, and I bet you they got thrown into there.
There's a bag back here. Is that it?
Very well. That looks like the same bag.
It's got brake shoes in it.
And that's it.
I think I see rubber.
That would be it then. Look at there.
Asketh and you shall receiveth.
Bingo.
Donezo.
What's his name-o?
That's right. Praise the Lord.
Yes.
Done. All right, now we get these cleaned up. And, well, I'm sure if these are in good shape when they got cleaned out, I'm sure the other side will be too. Yeah. Thankfully, the rubber
No doubts.
wasn't all cracked. Oh, yeah, man. You know, I tell you what, a belly full of food will slow you down and put the napsies on you.
All right, folks, this is our new shift knob we're going to put in the Mustang. And in order to do that, this had originally metric threads in it. I had a few of these in the shop. I machined it down, made it to where it was insert for here. JB welded it in. And now we're gonna machine a stop nut for the bottom of this to be able to install it.
Get the lathe set up and our part in place.
Yep, we're just gonna machine down a little, this edge right here on a regular nut, and we'll take it down to where it's a stop nut. Should be annealed enough now. And now it's cutting right through. See that?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna run it out to the edge right here. And we're gonna do a cleanup face cut on it. Break the edge. Should do it. Yep.
That's our stop nut, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Or jam nut, whatever you want to call it.
Jam nut?
Lock nut monster.
No nut. Lock nut monster. There you go. This right here, you know, good old classic white Hurst ball. That's what we had on there before. Now, when we originally got the vehicle, it was your leather wrap, regular old shift knob. Pop put this one in. Now, we're changing to a nice, shiny silver one.
Okay. Okay, let's clock it right. So I'm guessing about there. Run the jam nut up. And she's on there.
And that's all she wrote. She looks good, doesn't she? Well, that's all she wrote, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Again, consider subbing to the channel. Give us a like. Drop a few comments. And tune in next Saturday for the conclusion of the Mustang build to see how this turns out. We'll catch you in the next one.